Sleeping Gods. This is your review for 2. Good day, my name is Joe. Today we'll be going over Sleeping Gods and how it plays with 2 players. Now Sleeping Gods is a 1 to 4 player cooperative game where you're a group of 9 lost sailors in this distant land trying to find totems and actually trying to find a way home. So let's see a little bit more how to play. So in Sleeping Gods, you're going to control 9 of the sailors that are lost in this random distant land. In a 2-player game, each of you are going to control 4, with the captain kind of being shared by both players. But on your turn, it's pretty simple. You're going to go to a different part of the ship. You're sailing this ship around these islands, trying to explore some of these other lands. You're going to pick a ship. Action, do that action. It may be getting some command, which you can use a little bit later, or getting some of these fate cards so you can use and kind of level up your people. And then the next thing you're going to do is draw an event deck, or draw a card from the event deck. Now the event deck is going to have about 18 cards in it or so, especially at the beginning. You're going to draw that and resolve it. And the next thing you're going to do is the 2 actions. Your actions can be draw a card to be able to move or explore a certain area on the map, visit a market, or visit a port. And that's kind of how the flow works. Now there's different things you can encounter along the way. A lot of challenges where you have to flip over some of these fate cards and draw a random number between 1 and 6, adding some of the skills of the crew, cooperating between one each other, because when you do that, you're going to get fatigue on your sailors, and it's a lot, the crew members, and it's just a lot of fun, to explore some of the areas. You may even have to fight something, and the combat, each player in a 2-player game is going to get 2 combat cubes that you'll be able to place and try to do a little bit extra damage and defeat the monster. You can discover the port. Some of the quests have chain cards. There's going to be cards that you're going to pick up. They're going to have these keywords, and you're going to have to figure out where those keywords go in certain portions of the map and really explore the map. You can level up your people. We can go to the market, get more market cards, which help you do more actions, help that little bit extra. You can spend your command. You can cook things. You can gain, negative status effects. A lot of different things in this game, and a lot of things to explore to find the totems. So let's see a little bit more what I thought about the game. So the components in this game, there's a lot of components. There's a lot of just different things, but everything's very intuitive. The rules for this game, super straightforward. It kind of just tells you exactly what to do. And the references are fantastic. The iconography in this game, just so easy to read. And we really didn't have any rules like hiccups throughout the game. So setup and table size, this is a massive campaign game. So this is going to take up, it's going to take a little bit to set up, especially if you have to put it back into the box. We were fortunate to keep this on our table for about 2 weeks while we finished up the campaign. But the setup in this game is going to take you a little bit, especially to have to remember and write down exactly what the status of everybody is. And it is kind of a table hog. This is going to take up a majority of your table, especially as you get more market cards and more quest cards and just more stuff on the board. So the gameplay, this is an exploration game where you are trying to find as many just totems as you can. There's an achievement list of a ton of totems. I think after the first game we found, I think it was 7 or so. But as you just explore these lands, you don't know what a lot of these things are unless you've either played the game or written it down and you've already visited the location. But you may have to go to a location that may give you a card quest, like I said, with this keyword, and you have to kind of know and find out from this little bit of text and this little bit of story exactly where to go. And the exploration in this game was our favorite part about this game. Just opening up the world, doing all these little mini quests, these mini arcs to get some of these totems were just a lot of fun. The combat itself seemed daunting at first. Every time we encountered multiple monsters, we were like, oh, I don't know if we can really beat this thing. And we prevailed a lot more than we got defeated. So just a lot to this game. And when you go to a space, when you explore, when you start to level up your people, you feel just a little bit more powerful. The cards, the command cards that you can use, you just feel more powerful as the game goes. Now, you do have 18 rounds that you're going to go through. And after that, you are going to lose some cards, but you're going to keep your permanent upgrades, kind of reset a little bit, and you go through that 3 times for the entire campaign. So the whole campaign took us 15 hours or so over multiple sessions, but we did have a lot of fun. It was always engaging. There was always something to do. There's always something to explore. Even when we didn't have the best quests out here to look for, you could just move and explore a random spot, and lo and behold, maybe they'd give you something else. But there's so many achievements and quests and things to think about, health to keep track of, fatigue, statuses, leveling up, food, and it seems overwhelming. But if you can have this on the table for a little while and really play through it, take your time. This game is not complicated. It's just kind of sprawling and big. And you really do need to finish the whole campaign in several sittings to really get that nice feeling of Sleeping Gods. So we really enjoyed, especially the exploration part of it. So is this game good for 2? And we really enjoyed this for 2. Both of us had a control of 4 crew members of the Manticore, plus we could both kind of control Captain Sophie, and you could only do actions on your kind of people, and my wife could only do actions on her people, especially to help out. She'd have to give a command to kind of help out. And it was just a lot of fun with the 2-player deciding, do we want to go here, or would it be more beneficial to go here because we have a better lead over here? It's a really nice cooperative game. It's not too heavy. The stories are a little bit shallow for me. My wife really liked the stories because they weren't like super sprawling and long most of the time through this big storybook. But it's a nice experience with 2. As you move across, you make decisions together. One of you is always going to be the captain and be getting more command every turn than the other. Then it kind of swaps where the other person will get more command. And it's just a lot of fun with 2 players. A lot of cooperation, moving around the map, exploring. This game is fun, but you do need to dedicate time to finish it. At the higher player counts, you may not feel as engaged because you may not have as many things to do. But this is a great game. Like I said, the story's slightly shallow for me, but I could see how the arcs can be great for some. So this is a game we will do another campaign eventually, not for a little while though. We finished up the campaign, took us 15 hours. I think that's probably good for this one. It is kind of a recommended play, maybe not a buy for everyone if you don't have that kind of time commitment, but for 2 players, this is an awesome game. I know they do have kind of the next iteration of it. I don't quite know the name off the top of my head, but that can be a nice, maybe it makes this game a little bit better and elevate it and fixes some of the little nuances in the game. So Sleeping Gods, we really enjoyed it, though you do need a time commitment to play this game. So I hope you guys enjoyed the review, and until next time.